Hi everyone, this is Olivier Riley from Rides Aboard, the side of the blog you want to know about if you like to go riding. In my blog I talk about wakeboarding, kite surfing, surf skating, longboarding, and I'm gonna talk about electric bikes also, mountain bikes, so watch it up. So, today this is a review of my new action cam, the Garmin VIRB. I want to talk to you about why did I choose it, what can you do with it, what do you want to buy first if you want to use it right away, and what are the functions and the options chosen by Garmin. So the first thing you notice when you see the camera is the G-METRIX. That one of the reason why I chose this camera. It can trace your speed, your GPS track. It can trace also your grades because it's got an altimeter inside, altitude, rotations, and hang times. One important thing, the altitude. We're gonna talk about that later. What's in the box? When you unbox it, you got basically the camera alone, and Garmin tells you that you got an application available on the App Store and on the Google Play. You also got software, editing software to include the G-METRIX into your videos for Mac and for Windows user. So check this out on Garmin.com. The first thing you notice is that there is a GoPro standard action cam standard mount, so that you're gonna be able to use all your action cam standards camera with this, so it's cool for the accessories. Second thing you notice is that the solution chosen by Garmin, just like the GoPro 2 guy here, is an outside box. That means you got to unlock this to be able to open the little guy here. So it may not work for everyone. I prefer this option. I'll talk about this later with you. Second point you notice that there is a little switch here that's make on and off really easy. You cannot mistake, even if you don't see, you see if it's okay or not. And I think it's really nice so that you be able to shot pictures just like a basic camera, so it's very good. Second, you got only two buttons, and the lens, the exterior mirror here, the lens is surface, is a normal surface. That means you're gonna be able to dive and action camera directly without this little opercle here that you can see is spherical. Is not good for going into the sea and having nice pics. It's better to have a straightaway lens like this. So the protection case, what you can do about this, you can say something really particular, is that if you want to have accurate, look at this inside of the box, if you want to have an accurate altimeter, what you got to do is change the back door. That's a drawback of this camera, because if you want to change the back door so that the box and the camera can get the altitude, the altimeter functions, that's a drawback. For example, this watch here got sensors inside here. This is the Casio kind of sensor, and it's waterproof, and I think it really could be used as a improvement. But anyway, let's see, maybe that's an idea, but remember that if you want to have a precise accurate recording settings, you gotta need to change the back door. Second point, you got inside of the box little guy here so that you can go underwater with no problems, and the instructions, okay, you got in is really small, okay, it's just for important safety and product information, so that you won't have any manual here inside. So inside of the box, what you get one USB classic cable, you get Garmin specific adapters, which are basically GoPro standards, but with a little bit improvements. Some of you will like it. We're going to talk about this later. This is an adapter here, so that you can go right on the way and go riding. So we'll talk about this later in another video. So that's it. You got one for the incurved surface and one for the normal surface. That's it for the things. What you got more? If you open the box, let's open this. Okay, when you open the box, basically it's something like a touch screen and USB cable, HDMI cable. Okay, you can see the screen here is the basic view, indications, 2 buttons, power and Wi-Fi. This guy here can connect to Wi-Fi with your phone, with a Bluetooth system. Okay, it's very interesting. The box tell us that you got inside of the box, okay, the touch screen, the image stabilization. That means you got 170 degrees aperture of large view, 170 if you don't use image stabilization, but if you use image stabilization, the image will be cropped. So be careful with the inside image stabilizer, a bit like inside the GoPro. With the waterproof case, it's standard for 40 meters depth. There's voice control, just like the concurrent also, and a high sensitivity microphone and live streaming. So basically, what's the high sensitivity microphone here? You got a little sensors here, okay, and the microphone is right here. So when you see inside of the box, you can see that little sensor inside, which looks like a bit like my sensor here on my watch for the altimeter. And actually I think it would have been an interesting idea for Garmin to include an altimeter which is inside of the box, instead of providing just a backdoor replacement if you want to have accurate altimeter door. So I think it's a bit of well, no matter, we talk about this later when we use the product. So basically you got the nice rugged insides, the GoPro mount, touch screen, a large view, 170 degrees. You got the stabilizer inside. And one thing is missing if you want to go and shoot on the way. It's this, the battery. You're gonna need to use others batteries. We're gonna have a test of this battery, but I can tell you that this is a 3.6 volts 4 watt hour. 1250 milliamperes, so this could be around between 1 and 2 hours maximum. So if you want to go on a trip, you need extra batteries, that's for sure. And the micro SD for the price is not included. That's another thing you will need right on the way if you want to go riding and shoot. The last thing I want to tell you about, guys, is that inside of the box it's told in the box that you got VIRB Ultra 30 and a waterproof case, the lithium-ion battery, the charging data cables, flats and curved adhesive mounts, standard and vertical mounts adapters, short and long screws, short and long extension arms, wrench anti-fog kits, documentation, which is very basic, and the Garmin VIRB sticker, the micro SD cards not included. So see garmin.com, verbs for compatibility. It said the app works from iPhone 4S and superior and some Android devices. I'm sure that the app is very cool, so I'll make a review about this later. So the reason why I choose the Garmin is that there is a GoPro standard here mounts. This is an outside box which has drawbacks. We've seen it with the famous altimeter backdoor, which we'll see after if it works or not and why it is working. I shoot wakeboarding, kiteboarding, maybe motocross. I shoot mountain bike with this guy, stand-up paddle and length paddle. So I have some interesting shots with this. What I like is very rugged. It really looks like solid. It already works with all the mounts I got, and I think it will shoot fantastic. And what I like the most is that little on-off switch, which looks like just a basic normal camera, and which I like it because I'm gonna be able to take pictures, hopefully, and to let it to some people that doesn't really know about it. I just switch it on and say, okay, you just take a picture like a camera, so you can help me with the shoot. So basically, thank you very much for watching. Okay, I write all about reviews on Rides Up Boards. You can visit Rides Up Boards if you like this video, and give me a thumbs up if you want more. If you have more questions, I publish other videos outside of this unboxing here. Watch this out, Garmin VIRB Ultra 30. I'll be using this guy in very different conditions, just like I said, wakeboarding, kiteboarding for water sports, mountain biking for mountain sports with mud and things. So we're gonna see if the guy is rugged, and in streets like longboarding, length paddling. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys will like actions I'm gonna film with it, and stay tuned, check this out. Bye. See you on Rider Boards, and it's time to go riding your favorite boards. Alright guys, let's go riding.